It's your boy King Stevo, back at it again with another reaction video. This is the fourth reaction in 2 days. I'm fucking with the reactions. I hope y'all fucking with the reactions. I need y'all to go down in my description of this video or any of my videos. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, whichever one you prefer, and send me video ideas to react to. Whatever you find funny, interesting, something that I can learn from, you can learn from, we all can learn from. Send me something inspiring, whatever, bro. Just send me videos to react to, and I will react to them. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, hope y'all fucking with it. Drop a like on this video, subscribe, and today I'm bringing y'all a video from my man Kai Soze. This is one of my best friends. If y'all don't know him, he's from back home, and he has a spiritual channel just like me, where he tries to inspire the masses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna react to this video. Hope y'all fuck with it. I'm gonna leave a link to Soze's channel in the description, and link to the original video in the description. So yeah, man, let's just get right into it.
My friends, my loved ones, and even people who just love me that I might not know, people who look up to me, and anybody who I'm even inspired by, anybody I consider a role model. This message is also to you. I hope and pray that you find faith and happiness within your own life. I hope and wish that we could all manifest what is like actually going to benefit us, as far as like our heart's intent and our brain, making sure they both correlate, because sometimes they could send false messages. Like your heart and your head and your mind could be telling you two different things, and sometimes they can even lead you into a different direction. Like your mind tells you,
like for example, I'm gonna give you an example of what he's talking about. When I had graduated high school, I was dating one of my exes, not gonna say no names, and basically we were in a relationship. It was the first 2-3 months of it, and I had a big decision to make, if I wanted to join the army or not. This is 4 years back. This was when I was originally supposed to join the army right after high school. I had a decision to make, and I was also in a relationship with this girl, and I decided not to join the army. My heart was telling me not to join because of her. I wanted to go to school with her. I wanted to be with her. But my mind was telling me to join the army. So it was a conflicted issue. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for your mind and your heart to be on two different things. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy for that to happen. So that's what he's saying. You got to figure out a way to balance both.
you one thing, but your heart really wants to do another, or vice versa, depending on how it resonates with you. And personally, I think when you align some of these energies, or not even some of them, when you align all of the energies to a certain degree, or at least a select few of them, to get them into a narrow path so you can be level-headed and a little, or have a lot more stability per se, you will like you start to perceive life different. I learned from X that like when you change the way you think, you change the way you perceive the world. And over time, I've learned this as well, because none of us live the same life, none of us have the same life, and a lot of times you could try to expect certain things to happen, but you don't really know how certain things are like gonna come into fruition. Certain times you can create and manifest things into reality, but it comes to a degree when you have to allow life to come to you. You don't ever have to force it. I feel like when you let things flow, when you allow just you to be you, people accept you for who you are. When you like put yourself through forms of self-therapy, like even as far as like writing songs, creating new ideas, expounding on your new ideas, saying certain things, or reaching out to people, helping people, lending a helping hand, making a new movie, going out with your friends. Certain times like events take place, even despair and things that make you sad, like RP Juice WRLD, who just passed away like 4 days ago. But it is very discouraging, but as a whole, it's like he he left behind a legacy to help people. And I remember he even had a tweet. If you go back and look, he said like, "I'm for the broken. Like even if we don't fix these problems."
Bro, this is why I dropped that video called "Let Go, Rip Juice WRLD," because first off, I just find it crazy that y'all really think he died from overdose. Like, Juice WRLD was a very positive person. He put out a lot of positive messages in his music, on social media. You see how much support he got when he died. Not saying all of it was real love, but all I'm saying is I just really don't believe that he died from overdose, bro. Like, yeah, of course he probably did drugs. There's lots of rappers that do drugs because they're so high up in the world. They think shit like that don't affect them. But all I'm saying is, I don't know, bro. We just gotta support people while they're here. It's just sad.
I'm gonna be a part of something that can be a form of a cure, so we can all get through what this is. And I feel like sometimes we have to acknowledge that we need to help ourselves as well. We have to recognize that we have to focus on ourselves as well. We have to focus on the things that are actually important to us before we put our energy to people or places or things, and drugs especially, and food most likely for a lot of people too.
Food.
Even certain type of water, certain type of energy, whatever frequency. Like, sometimes you don't need the stuff you putting your attention to.
Bro,
sometimes you don't.
A big part of the energy that you possess in your body is what you put into your body. So if you're constantly doing drugs and not eating healthy, that's why you have bad energy in your body. You have to eat healthy, change your diet. It don't gotta be a vegan diet. I prefer it to be a vegan diet. If I were you, I'd go vegan. I'm gonna drop a new video on that my veganism very, very soon, like an update on it. But a healthy diet, and if you're doing drugs, stop doing drugs. Like, that shit is tearing your body up on the inside. You just can't see it. You might not even be able to feel it. But it's gonna come back to haunt you, bro, just like everything else on the road. Karma is real. Karma is a form of energy. Like, I believe in all that shit. And, I mean, just because you can't see something don't mean it ain't real. But anything that you can feel is real, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Your energy is real.
You don't need to feed your body toxicity, you feel me? Like, even hearing about it is like bad, but it depends on what you do with that information, is all I'm saying. It depends on how you perceive it. It depends on what you use this information for and apply it to, you feel me? Because a lot of people, they use this energy and they discourage. Like, I remember I put up a video a long time ago just speaking on like my ideas and stuff, and then I had to double back and go back and just realize like, yo, I wasn't even really listening to myself. Because if I had, then I would have came to a point in time where I wouldn't have been so upset when another situation in my life had occurred. And the only reason why when this situation in my life had occurred, I'm talking about something different, but I'm just saying, like, there was something I was affected by, or that affected me, and I was already in this process of healing myself, or like going through therapy and stuff. But then I went through a situation where it just took me to this moment where I just didn't really understand what's going on, because I don't understand sometimes, you feel me? And that's why I'm actually one of the most like prolific people that I know, for one reason, because even if I don't necessarily like know what to do, I'm still willing to try. I'm still willing to embrace it all, and I'm still willing to not stop, like, and go for it, to take more risk, and to not be defined by my circumstances, to grow and elevate and create and evolve past what my current realm of thought is.
Bro, if y'all knew everything I was going through right now, y'all would be like, how are you still so positive? How are you still able to get up every day, still grind your YouTube channel, and still go through everything you're going through on a daily basis? Because I'm not looking at my current situation and the circumstances I'm in now. I'm looking at myself years down the line. If I give up now, I'll never make it there. I'll never make it that far. My nigga Juice WRLD just died at, 20 years old? 21 years old? I'm 22. Not that much far off from him. My life could have been taken 2 years ago, just like him. I don't know how long I have. My nigga, I could die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live every day like it's my last. and I'm gonna do what makes me happy. So, do what makes you happy, bro. It's simple.
Is because it's real easy to be
You're itching and shit.
like just in a negative perception, or into a perception that doesn't benefit the world, to be in a perception that leads other people to feel like they're alone, to cause other people to feel alone. And I feel like even if you do feel alone, then all you really need is more support first from yourself. Because if you look for this externally, you'll never find it. You have to look for it internally. Don't look for outlets and coping mechanisms to make you happy. You have to make you happy. Like, happiness is truly it's a choice. We all make decisions in life. We all like take in certain information and apply it to what we deem necessary for us. And then a lot of times, like, the way people treat you changes once they get what they want, or once they see something a certain type of way, you feel me? And a lot of times we can't hold ourselves back from that, or we can't hinder ourselves because of that. We can't fault ourselves because of that. We can't be mad. Like,
what my nigga Soze is saying, stay 10 toes. Stay 10 toes. No matter what, stay 10 toes. Simple. Don't fold for nothing. Don't fold for nobody. Don't fold because of the situation you in. Stay 10 toes down for yourself. Simple. That's what he's saying, my nigga. Stay 10 toes.
You gotta watch your attitude. You gotta watch how you think. You gotta watch how you see things. You gotta watch your perception, for real. Because everybody doesn't think the same, and everybody doesn't move the same. Everybody is not gonna react to things how you react to them. So you're better off just, I wouldn't say like in a way you could let things go, but it depends on how you look at it. I'll just say be level-headed. Like, you could take this information and do something beneficial with it and change the world, or you could ignore it. And a lot of times that's what us as a society we do, because ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is what causes people to have more joyful moments, because if you're not dwelling, then, or you're not even receiving the information, what do you have to talk about? That's my whole point. Because a lot of times we only talk about what we know. We don't talk about the unseen. You feel me? We don't talk about what actually happened, is all I'm saying. What actually occurred with the people that we even supposed to be talking to. Like right now, because it's like I'm speaking on a situation, but maybe this is meant for somebody, is all I'm saying. And a lot of times that's what we have to adjust our focus to. Like, who is our message even for? What is this for? Sometimes I think tragedies, or even when bad things happen to people, maybe it was for that person, but it might even be like a reality check for the world, or for everybody else, just to acknowledge the simple fact that your life is in your own hands at all times. There is no moment in time where your life is not in your own hands. You could choose right now to make that change in your life that you always wanted to make. You could choose right now to talk to anybody you want to talk to. You could choose right now to turn this video off, to keep listening to it, to keep playing it, to never have watched it or anything. But we don't ever think that far. Like, we don't have to do most of this stuff that we're doing. Or is this stuff actually what we even want to do? Like, is it something that is in like 20, 30 years from now, is this something that's gonna benefit me? Feel me? Like, I just feel like if a lot of us thought that far, we'd be a lot more wealthy, we'd be a lot more successful, we'd plan a lot more, our plans would be executed a lot more.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna watch this whole reaction. I just want to get to about halfway. The general message of this video is, your life is in your own hands. You possess certain energy, and what you do with that energy is totally up to you. Life's about choices, life's about decisions, but just know everything that you do don't just affect you. It affects the people around you. It might even affect the world. You have to be cognizant of that something that you do or did or can do can affect somebody else in a positive light. And It's all about positivity, bro. That's what it's all about. It's all about what can you do to influence the next man in a positive way. It's that simple, man. But keep y'all spirits up. I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction to this video. My man Soze drop gems like this all the time. He actually just texted me about an hour ago, said he was dropping another video. So make sure I go to my description, click on that link to his channel, and go watch his next video that's coming out today. And yeah, man, hope y'all enjoyed it. King Steve out.